Nice to have you join us. So just today's a weekend, and I'm hoping everybody's having a good weekend coming in from Friday and to an exciting weekend. Of course, weekends normally we hope for them to be exciting. First and foremost, I appreciate everyone's feedback from last clip. It was sort of a feedback I wasn't sort of expecting, but at the same time, at the same token, I was sort of expecting something like this, and I was very, very hesitant in touching on the subject of the home and the family relationships, growing up, broken homes, and the rest of it, as it is a huge, like a huge topic, and meaningful to everybody, as it is, sensitive to everybody, and everyone has their own way and their own way of interpreting it. But this is something obviously that couldn't be done and won't be done just easily, just like that. But it has to be through through a sort of a longer period to go through. But just quickly, because today is weekend, and having touched on the issue of the weekend is normally known to be of a family orientated time. So here everybody knows that normally the weekends are sort of family orientated. And for us who want to achieve, definitely you have to include a family within your weekly cycle or within your routines that you have in place. Normally it could be any time, of course. It's done at your own choosing and where it's most convenient, but normally it's normally on the weekends where people have some time and they make time over the weekends to spend with their families. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. Therefore, the timing is sort of there's a bit of a time restraint for me at the moment. But overall, we need to make time for our families, and family is a must. It has to be done. You can't neglect it and expect it to be good. Okay, nobody can neglect something and expect it just to be done by itself without putting some kind of effort into it, some time, and showing that you actually appreciate and that you are giving back to that thing. Just like we're giving time when we're trying to achieve, whether it's in it's in sport or it's in business, entrepreneurship, etc. And you're trying to push to make that happen. Similarly, you're going to have to put some kind of effort into our families, like I'm doing right here. And therefore, my clip is going to be very, very short. But I have to touch on this. But as you can see behind me, there's like these little bird type things there, standing over there, just near the water, as well. And they're getting along harmoniously. And they're spending a time with each other. And similarly, you've got to do this. They're probably from the same family, or at least from the same species anyway. But point being is, we all have to give some time. You're going to have to give some time, make some time. If there's no time, make some time. Surely you could prioritize your money or your wealth or your gym or your body if you're working out or whatever it is over and fully neglecting your family. It's not about over or anything like this, but you should prioritize it and give some time to your family and not neglect your family, whether it's a partner, or it's like a marriage, husband and wife, and or if it's parents, or the other way around, down to the children and your own children and so on. This can't be neglected, and in neglecting them, it's going to come back. It's going to come back and in a negative way. So this is something that we need to all be mindful of and work towards for it to go in the direction that we want it to go, like you see behind me there. So therefore, it's a bit of a busy weekend for me now at the moment, and we'll touch on certain topics as we go along relating to the issue of family. But definitely for the achiever, they're going to have to include their family, even if they have to. Even if it's limited. Okay, even if it's limited, but the family has to be included. Otherwise, neglect. Full neglect, it's just going to lead to areas that are not going to be helpful in the long run, and it can be a breakdown. If you neglect anything, if you neglect a car, what happens when you neglect a car? Don't put oil, don't change your brakes, don't put petrol in your car, don't do all that. See what happens. What happens? You tell me. So this is for us something to for us all to think about and to ponder upon over the weekend. So I hope you have a good weekend. Be mindful of who you spend it with, or at least make some time with your family. I'll leave it for the moment, and we'll continue on with other issues and other events and other matters, and containing or relating to family and to other matters. But it's all part and parcel of achieving. Have a good weekend and take care.